Hey guys, welcome back to 22 Lima Romeo, where we focus on the competitive side of the rimfire world. As you can see, we are back out here at Northern Colorado Rod and Gun Club, Northern Colorado's premier pistol, rifle, tactical, shotgun, and archery range to shoot the June 2024 NRL22 monthly Course of Fire. We have got a new lot of Lapua Cinerex that we're testing out, so we're going to get our zeros done. We're going to set some targets up, but before we do, I wanted to give a special shout out to my oldest daughter. Today is her birthday, and we just wrapped up our May Course of Fire here at the range, where she beat me by 1 impact. So big congratulations and happy birthday to that young lady. She crushed it today, and I am super proud to see what she's doing with this sport. All right, enough yakking. Let's get out there, set up some targets, and get this thing done.
First up for the May Course of Fire, we have stage number 1. And now for something different. We have a 1 1/4 inch on a KYL rack at 35 yards. We're going to start standing, rifle and all gear in hand, mag in, action open. On the start signal, we'll engage the KYL rack from the pyramid with 1 shot each, large to small, in the following order. Standing first, then kneeling, then a different standing position. Note, the available positions are outside edges and the center of each 2x4.
Okay. Ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Well guys, we're starting the year off and the season off with something a little different. For my gear on this stage, I'll be using the Armageddon Gish Medium, and that's it. My rifle scope will be set at about 16, maybe 18 power, somewhere in there. So for this stage, it's basically just 3 trips down the KYL rack from 3 different positions. Now, what makes this stage a little intimidating is the fact that you have a 1/4 inch target that you're going to be shooting at. Also, you're going to be doing it from 2 different standing positions. You know, we know as shooters that if we're standing, generally we're a little more wobbly than we would be, say, kneeling or sitting. So I try to utilize the barricade stability to my advantage here. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I did, but I will tell you that the barricade had a large influence on the stability of my rifle. Now I want you guys down in the comments section to guess and tell me what you think it was that made me so stinking stable. We spent a lot of time last season working off of that pyramid. So by now I've worked out a few tricks that have really proved to be quite useful on this prop. Now as far as the standing position, that is what it is, right? So I decided to shoot from the 4th rung on both sides. Now I don't know why I didn't choose to use the center. It just didn't occur to me, so that's why I went over to the left side.
Touched it!
39 seconds left.
This stage is pretty simple on its face. The only intimidating part is the fact that we're shooting at that 1/4 inch target from 2 standing positions. But it was definitely something a little different. Let's get on to the next one.
Nice.
Next up, we have stage 2. Put it up to 11. We have a 1 1/2 inch at 55 yards and a 1 2 inch on a double hanger at 70. We're going to start standing, rifle and all gear in hand, mag in, action open. On the start signal, we'll engage the near target, then the far large target with 1 shot each from 5 different positions on the ladder. The far small target can be engaged at any time from any rung with 1 shot, but you must indicate you're going to do so prior to taking the shot. That impact will not count if it's not announced unless it's the final shot. Note, if you can't safely reach the 2 highest rungs, you may repeat 2 previously used rungs, but you can't shoot more than 3 shots from any given rung. Well, if this stage wasn't hard
Ready?
enough, here comes the wind to add a little challenge.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, engage.
For my gear, I'll be using the Armageddon Gish Medium and the Cold Tack Cuddle Bag. I'll have my optic at about 12 power. And yep, we're going to be shooting from our tiptoes. For my strategy on this stage, I want to be efficient in my movement, so I decided to use holdovers. So today's wind was switchy, and it was a headwind, so I had to pay very close attention to those wind flags. Ended up dropping one on the stage because I didn't catch the change in direction of the wind. What I do on these rungs is I reach up over the top of the optic and I grab a hold of the rail of the ladder and apply a little bit of pressure with my left hand into the top of the optic to attempt to settle it down into the medium and give me some additional stability when shooting off this prop. Now I'm going to use the cuddle bag here to tuck underneath the stock of the rifle to give me some bone-to-bone connection to the ground. That way I've got something underneath the stock to help with stability. So building into this second rung, I was going to shoot this with both knees down, but then I saw what the reticle was doing and I decided to take that right knee and tuck it up underneath the stock so that I could make those 2 shots. Now we're in pretty good shape here with 30 seconds left and doing our mag change so we can take these last 3 shots off the bottom rung. To me, this was the best place to take this 1-inch shot. That is a small target for this range, so I wanted the most stability that I could get, and I figured that would probably come from the bottom with the cuddle bag tucked underneath the stock of the rifle. And it worked out perfectly. I'm really excited to see what the rest of this Course of Fire has to throw at us. Let's get on to the next one.
Okay.
Next up, we have Stage 3, the chairs against the wall. We have a 1 and 1.5 at 60 yards, and a 2.5 and 3 on a double hanger at 100. We're going to start standing, rifle and all gear in hand, mag in, action open. On the start signal, we'll engage the targets with 1 shot each, from near to far, small to large, in the following order and manner. First, from the chair seat, then from the brick wall, and finally from the chair seat again.
Near, far, small, to large. Okay.
Ready?
Well, this stage is something about a chair and a wall.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, engage.
For my gear, I'll be using the Armageddon Gear Medium and the Cold Tack Cuddle Bag, although I think I should have left the Cuddle Bag out of this. I'll be running my optic at about 15 power. For my strategy on this stage, I decided to use holdovers instead of dialing, and I wanted to make good use of my parallax knob. For this position, I decided to anchor the stock of the rifle to my knee to give me some additional stability, and then adjust the parallax out so I can see those far targets crystal clear. This is a 1.5 hold, so I get up there, make a correction to the left, and send it. Good square impact, almost center of target. I know that my wind call is good, I know that my hold is good, I can just carry on. Now here's where things got a little sideways. I should have left the cuddle bag out of this. I think I could have anchored the stock to my knee in a kneeling position from these bricks. However, I think it was an error to use that bag. I think this would have been better without it. Now, the transition from the blocks back to the chair is a perfect time to conduct a mag change. Do that quick mag swap, and then we're back over to our original position. I'm going to get rid of that cuddle bag, tuck the stock of the rifle down, let it touch the top of my knee, and then wrap things up on this stage. Now again, I'm adjusting the parallax knob because I want to see these shots crystal clear. Plus, I care about the quality content that you guys get. This is a pretty straightforward and not too complicated stage with the target sequence, small to large, near to far. Pretty simple. I did get a little confused. My brain got a little confused there at the end of the stage.
Just off the left edge.
And I was calling that the bullet went left, but actually I knew the bullet went right. What I was really saying was that I needed to hold more left.
Yeah, that one went just off the left edge.
Let's get on to the next one.
That's okay.
Rounding things out for this month, we have Don't Be Plaid. We have a 2.5 on the single hanger at 45 yards, a 2-inch at 85 yards, and another 2.5 at 90 yards. We're going to start standing, rifle and all gear in hand, mag in, action open. On the start signal, we'll take a prone supported position and engage the targets in the following order: middle, far, then near. Far, near, middle, then far. Near, far, and finally back to middle. Note, this is the bonus point stage, where you earn 0.1 bonus points per second remaining on the clock.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, engage.
For my gear, I'll be using the Armageddon Gear Medium, and for the front end, I'll be using a Harris SBRN bipod with the Really Right Stuff Arca adapter. I highly recommend that you write down your shot sequence on a dope card before you start the stage. Now, this is our prone stage, so the goal is not to miss. I missed.
Middle.
So I'm going to try not to do that
Far.
again. I'm going to blame it on the wind. And if you've ever shot at this range, you know the wind here can be crazy. So you'll notice throughout this whole stage that I'm actually paying very close attention to the wind flag and making small corrections as I see that wind flag change directions. That's just the nature of this game, and you've really got to learn to read those wind calls. For a prone, I want to focus on fundamentals. I want to focus on target acquisition. Now, the targets are very generously sized. Hitting them shouldn't be that tricky. What's going to be tricky in this stage is the shot sequence. Now, there's a couple shots you'll see on the far target where I shoot it once. The puff goes to the right.
Near. Far.
I shoot it again. The puff goes to the left.
Middle.
That one was fun. I'm ready to get on to the next one.
Okay.
Wrapping up May, we have stage 5. We don't need no water. We have a 1.5 and 2 inch on a double hanger at 69 yards and a 3 inch on a double hanger at 96. We're going to start standing, rifle and all gear in hand, mag in, action open. On the star signal, engage the targets with 1 shot each in the following order and manner. Far target, from the peak of the rooftop, then the center, then the bottom. Near targets, large to small, from the bottom, then the center, then the peak of the rooftop. Finally, the near small target from the center. Note, the rooftop is 90 degrees to the firing line, with the peak on the right-hand side. Restrictions: forward support bags or bipod may not touch the ground.
Ready.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Wrapping up this month's Course of Fire, apparently, we don't need any water. We're just going to let it burn. For my gear, I'll be using the Armageddon Gear pint size and the Harris SBRN bipod with a Really Right Stuff ARCA adapter again. I'm going to have my optics set at about 15 power. Target size in this stage is relatively generous, but the sequence of shots is where things are going to get a little confusing, because you're going to be taking 1 shot per position for the first run down the rooftop, and then on the way up, you're going to change target banks. There'll be 2 shots from each position, each target with 1 shot. So this stage does kind of throw a lot at the competitor. I highly recommend that you spend some extra time writing out a clear, concise dope card for this one. I think if you lean on that dope card, you'll perform pretty well for this stage. Now, the positions aren't too terribly difficult. You can effectively build a modified prone position if you put your bipod in the right place.
Now, bottom, large, small.
I noticed about halfway through this stage that my bipod was not in a good position, and that was causing me a lot of difficulty at the beginning of the stage. However, I recognized it, I rectified it, and off we were to the races.
Let's do that. That's better.
$30.
Top.
This was the challenging, and this was the fun Course of Fire. I know I surely enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Seconds left.
Cleaned it.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys, that is a wrap for the June 2024 NRL Monthly Course of Fire. Thank you, Mike Dame out of Louisville, Kentucky, for that challenging Course of Fire. I think everybody in the community is going to have a good time with it, and we're going to be challenged, and that's the point, right? Wanted to let you guys know that next month, my video might be a little late. We're going to be traveling up to Wisconsin to shoot the National Championship. I hope to see a lot of you there. Please, if you see us out, stop by, say hi, shake my hand, and do me a big favor. At the end of Friday, if you show up Friday, come by the dunk tank between the hours of 5:45 and 7 p.m. I'll be sitting on a chair waiting to get dunked by your shots. So, hope to see you guys there. If this is your first time on the channel, please reach down there, click that subscribe button if you like this sort of content. Give the video a like and share it with your shooting buddies. Who knows? They may learn a thing or two, or they might have something to teach me. All right, guys, we'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you out on the range. If you're a return, start over again. What?
22 Lima Romeo thing's covered up.
Oh. Start that over again then. I didn't flow. Look at how majestic. One shot each, 12 rounds. Standing, kneeling, standing, right?
Correct.
Before we get going here, I need to put your pro back in. Oh, trigger cam. We are f***ing up, lady. Trigger cam.
Filming you in your natural habitat.
We're gonna need that.
You want to go back to that?
That's fine.
Okay. We're fixing to record. All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, engage. Ready?
No.
Okay then.
Where's my mag?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Ready?
Is there anything that we're missing? Only one bag or anything stupid like that?
No restrictions.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yep, we're ready.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Touched it. know. I have no idea where these are going. Let me see if I can figure out where the these are going. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, engage.
I don't know which one's middle. That's the middle. It's a 2-inch, right? Middle, far. Near. Now, far. Near. Middle. Wind switched. Far. Now near. Far. Middle.
Seconds left.
Okay. Oh.
Forgot to put in his ears.
All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap for the
Wrong month. Try
Wrong
again.
one. Try again. That's twice now I've done the wrong
Yeah.
one.
November and March.
It's June, right?
Yeah.
We're doing June.
doing
Well, I'm up because like we're in May and I'm talking about June. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap for the June 2024 NRL22 Course of Fire. Big shout out to Dame. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap for the June. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap. I f***ed that up too. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap for the June 2024 NRL Monthly. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap. I'm rambling. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap. Thank you, Mike Dame, out of Louisville. I f***ed up because I looked at the side I was thinking. I'm struggling here.
Yeah, you are.
All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap for the June 2024 NRL Monthly.
Go take a jog.